What does ESG stand for, and why is it so popular and widely used at the moment? In a broad sense, ESG is a set of 3 principles for doing business in a sustainable way, namely, responsible attitude towards the environment, high social standards, and high standards for corporate governance. In other words, ESG is a management approach where business is involved in solving environmental, social, and governance problems. ESG presumes long-term transformation of the business model. Whenever a new project is initiated, a company must assess not only its financial indicators, but also its potential impact on society and environment. Environment is the first essential dimension in the ESG triad. Greenhouse gases, air pollutants, and volatile organic compounds that are released into the atmosphere during manufacturing processes can adversely affect the environment and human health. Manufacturing facilities also require a significant amount of water resources, and this might lead to the risk of exceeding water consumption limits and, in some cases, to water pollution. Using land for grid construction purposes and waste disposal is another example. This often results in a habitat loss and changes in animals' migratory pathways. Industrial impact on the environment raises significant public concern, and proactive ESG management might be a part of a solution that limits exposure to environmental risks. To reduce the negative environmental impact, companies are developing climate risk management and waste management systems, switching to renewable energy sources, and trying to optimize water and electricity consumption by means of resource-saving technologies. For example, cutting water consumption and deploying more efficient water usage and recycling technologies will contribute to reduced operating costs and minimize the negative impact on water resources. Through the environmental lens of ESG, companies must pay attention to an extensive list of indicators. By improving the existing technologies and approaches, including those aimed at disclosing ESG data, proactive ESG management is conducive to increased operational efficiency as a whole. More and more companies are establishing systems for managing and disclosing ESG-related risks. In the long run, this will help companies not only to reduce environmental risks and costs, but also to increase revenues through the new product and service development. At the end of the day, ESG integration is in the best interest of the company itself. Another essential dimension of ESG is social responsibility. Social factors include protecting human rights and gender equality, maintaining comfortable working conditions, and ensuring workforce health and safety. The outbreak of coronavirus has demonstrated that companies need to take urgent support measures for social programs aimed at workforce health and safety. It has also become clear that the access to health services should be simplified. Such support is of paramount importance for the power and mining sectors, where workers often face the enhanced level of health and safety risks. For example, risk of receiving an injury or of developing a chronic disease. Additional health and safety protocols can help to reduce these risks. The third essential dimension of ESG is corporate governance. It includes a remuneration system based on sustainable development goals and metrics, tax transparency, anti-corruption systems, and corporate governance as a whole. A Deloitte study has shown about 40% of Fortune 100 companies confirmed the integration of ESG factors into their executive compensation system. For Rosatom, ESG is an integral part of business agenda. The most important ESG elements of Rosatom's policy include ensuring employees' safety at Rosatom enterprises, providing technological solutions to protect the environment, focusing on sustainable development with respect to the specific characteristics of each region, and assessing the sustainability practices throughout the whole supply chain. And Rosatom is successfully going through the transformation of the global energy sector, sticking to the principles of sustainable development for the future of our country and the world.